point in which I was doing the math in increments of anal scenes. 4 anal scenes to pay the rent of my art gallery. 10 anal scenes for the renovations of the new gallery. Simple math. I once asked a university panel, how many anal scenes does it take to run a feminist art space? The laughter proceeded, but it was a question I asked myself every month. My life during that time span was anal for art. These anal prints come from this part of me. They exemplify the unique and complex stories that our body has to tell, each completely different. Every inch of ourselves has so much to say. My anal prints are the stories of my anus. Look carefully, listen, and I encourage you to empower your own body with a voice of its own. First, I'd like to watch, we're going to be watching kind of side by side a few different examples of performance artists who are creating both explicit queer performance art pieces within an artistic context, and then also doing work within the feminist porn movement, and the similarities and differences in those places where they intersect. One of the things that I really noticed when I moved to San Francisco and started my art gallery there at Femina Potens was that there was a large contingent of queer sex workers that were subsidizing their work as artists with sex work. I once said that sex work subsidized more artwork in San Francisco than the NEA, which I'm pretty sure is true, and that they should teach a class in art school, brothels or baristas, around funding your work. I think that when you are an artist and when you're a performance artist, that you bring a great deal of that connection and visceral energy into any work that you do, true honesty. So the first clip that we're going to be taking a look at is from a really wonderful radical performance art duo out of San Francisco. They stopped performing a few years back in 2009, I think, is when they had their funeral of their performance art duo. But they were called Twincest, and they were lovers and performance art collaborators, and also created porn together. Their porn names are Sid Blokovich and Jiz Lee, and they're dear friends of mine as well. So we're going to watch an intimate clip that they did. I believe this piece involves some blood, so if anyone is squeamish to the documentation of blood or seeing blood, just take note of that.